What's going on, guys? Caleb Fast here with my brother.
Thraxxx, you already know.
You already know, and we're here today with my brother.
Ridire.
Absolutely. So, we had a hell of a time trying to get this set up. What just happened to our other microphone?
The other microphone just got blown out. So
I take no responsibility for that. That's not on me.
Yeah. Ryder takes no responsibility for that. I'm not even sure how the fuck that happened. I just unplugged. See, I have this bad habit of unplugging things, like, without properly disconnecting them. Like, I think that's why my hard drive slowed down as well. But anyway, we were able to...
I had that problem as well.
Yeah, he also has that problem. But we were able to fucking scrounge together a fucking very nice mic. What kind of mic is that there,
Might
Ryder?
be talking into a Neumann U87, but it might not be.
Little light flex there, Yeah, no big deal. Thanks, Corey.
Shout out Prime Studios.
Yeah, like, literally. It's a fucking very good microphone. So I'm sitting here today with my brother, Ryder. His actual name is Ian Boone. And why don't you tell them how we met?
I basically just met through music. I was making beats and whatnot for a while, and Caleb started making music just over a year ago or so. That's correct, right?
Yeah, a year and 3 months.
Yeah, and then we just kind of connected online and got together and started making music, and we've been recording together quite often.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, it was fucking crazy because I remember just messaging you being like, yo. I remember seeing that that a mutual friend of ours was sharing your shit, and I was like, oh, I kept seeing your name, like, bouncing around, and I was like, who is this guy? So then I look more into you, and I'm like, oh, he's from Welland. Right? Like, that's super fucking random because we're from Welland, and nobody's from Welland. So I thought to myself, I remember messaging you, I was like, yo, let's fucking make one for the city.
Yeah, and then you came through and we cooked up like crazy banger.
And fucking, yeah, so it's super nice. You know, opened up your private home studio to me, which I'll always be thankful for. And I believe the first song we ever made was Lovers in a Past Life.
For sure.
Yeah, and...
Crazy song.
Yeah, no. It is a fucking crazy song. It's currently unreleased. I'm not sure if it'll be released by the time... We're going to drop it in the summertime. I think
At least, yeah.
It's a summertime song, right?
It can't come out right now. It's too cold.
It's way too cold. Yeah, it's way too cold. Thraxxx is still too cold for your love. And yeah, we made that song, and it kind of just spiraled from there. And then we became actual friends.
Yeah, and fuck, that song came out of like half a bottle of Jack Daniels or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this was in a very not sober time of my life, and fucking I remember. Yeah, we just came through and just loosened it up. No, it was the Snoop Dogg wine.
Yeah, that's what it was. Snoop Dogg wine.
It was the Snoop Dogg wine. And yeah, I'll never forget that.
The Cali Red.
Yeah, it was the Vitaly Red, and fucking I'll never forget that. That was fucking crazy. And then that actually proceeded into, like, other studio sessions where... Remember that one night you were like, yo, you want a drink? And I was like, sure. And then you just came down with an entire bottle of Captain Morgan. Do you remember that?
I might have remembered that,
Oh,
yes.
my God. And then
if I don't remember that, that's the fault of one man named Captain Morgan, but...
That's the follow on Captain Morgan.
And it literally was like... It was like we didn't even... We literally fucking finished the entire bottle. And I fucking worked like 4 hours.
And then we had a song finished. Yeah, I had to get up for like my shift at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, because you were still... Yeah, so what were you doing at the time? You were working
I was working in the greenhouse up nice and early.
Yeah, you were working at the greenhouse with all the nice Spanish gentlemen.
Oh, dude, they're great.
Yeah.
Loved them.
They were fucking cool guys. They always had cool stories and shit that you would tell me about.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, our relationship continued from there. And then, obviously, I knew you could record good music because we had recorded our own songs.
Yeah, for sure.
And so till this point, I think you've recorded, I want to say, like, at least 80% of all my music, right?
Yeah, you've been in here fucking daily, it seems.
Yeah, and we went on like
Sorry, am I allowed to say that? Fucking?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Right.
You swear to fucking nuts, do whatever you want. Fucking, this is like the most unfiltered fucking podcast ever. Even though I have to reshoot the fucking Cody Toby episode because fucking... Yeah, there's just some fucking, it's,
A little bit of questionable
some shit you just
topics.
like leave with the homies, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Fucking... And that's something that I had to realize about the podcast. Real quick, I think I know what your name means, but what does Ridire mean?
Gaelic translation to knight, as in fucking Prince Charming from Shrek kind of guy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And
That's not who I compare myself to though in any way.
yeah, he does kind of look like fucking Prince Charming though. People always say he looks like he hates the comparison, but people always say he looks like the dude from Twilight.
I don't see it.
And like the more that I actually like have seen you over the years, like I don't really
I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
You kind of have like the same hair if you were to style it that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But okay, so that's pretty cool. So how old were you when you first started making music, and did you make music originally, or did you just make beats?
I think it would have been 9th grade. So whatever age you are then, 16, 17.
Yeah, 9th grade. Okay.
And from there, I started off just ripping beats off of GarageBand off of YouTube and popping them into GarageBand and recording stuff. Didn't really drop any of that, but
yeah.
Then transitioned to making beats. That took up most of my time, and now we're here. I'm doing both, doing everything.
Yeah.
All at once.
Yeah, you're full time making music. That's how you make a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. Which is fucking a feat in and of itself. You know what I mean? So going off of that, do you think your first song was good or was it shit?
My first song was Dog Poo.
Yeah.
And you could probably find it somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Did you put it out?
It could be on SoundCloud still under my actual name somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll let you search for it if you want to, but
if
I'm not giving you more than that.
If you want to look for it, fucking try and find it. But fucking when we're all famous one day, I'm sure there'll fucking be a montage clip where they play the fucking song. And honestly, yeah.
Evolution.
Yeah. No, that's the great part about it. You see how fucking much you can improve just in time.
A very short amount of time.
Because it was on the mic talking about doing drugs and stuff. Like, I don't do that, but
yeah, I wish I had my first song. I definitely don't.
I think when I started, I had that SoundCloud rapper mentality, which didn't fit me at all as a person. So moved away from that, and here we are making songs I actually enjoy.
What's your favorite like genre?
Oh, dude,
like,
anything,
music?
Anything that's got that melody that just catches your ear.
Yeah.
And it could be some crazy trap banger from like fucking Gunna. I don't even like that guy, but like that type of vibe to like the fucking Rolling Stones or anything pretty much. You put a guitar in a track that has a nice little rhythm to it, I'll bounce around to it for sure.
I hear you. So you're saying you're very versatile as an artist, right?
Oh yeah, and that helps a big time too with producing and everything, just to have like the in the back of your mind knowing how music's been made in different eras, different genres, and how you can help incorporate different tips and tricks from each genre era of music into today's modern shit.
Yeah. Because I remember we were recording together and fucking you were like, yo, listen to this song. You played some shit. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you listen to all types of different shit, which I think is cool because me personally, I feel like I don't really branch out much more than like indie, like alternative rock, and then like just rap music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you listen to anything besides fucking rap music?
I listen to everything. I listen to all kinds of music. Like, I don't care what it is. I make all kinds of music as well. But like, I know like a lot of people like just listen to rap and like, or will just listen to like drill or something. And it's like, I can't do that. I can't just listen to the same thing honestly all the time. Gotta switch it up.
I'm pretty sure the first time I met you, Thraxxx, was here, and I think you hopped on one of his like rock songs or something.
Yeah, I mean, I like rock, so
and that was
it's just
hard.
my vibe. But like, I think like with
it
Caleb,
it was that fucking lay back and I'm rolling up on the Thraxxx.
Yeah, that was it.
Thraxxx,
Yeah.
That's a great song, bro.
And
I love that song.
We just called it Thraxxx, right?
Yeah,
Thraxxed out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was that was a good song. That was a fun time. Me and Nick actually haven't known each other for that. How long have we known each other now? Like fucking not even a year.
No,
not even a year. We're pretty fucking twinned up. Like Nick, I have to give him his fucking credit where it's deserved. Like Nick right now is working like 10 hours a day for free for Sincerely. You know what I mean? So like that's fucking incredible. And shout out, and I had to give this man fucking one of the fucking OG drops. There's only 10 of those ever made. They're all fucking gone. I think I have like 4 in my apartment, which is my car. Yeah. So that was
sold, though? Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't sold all of them, but like people have like claimed them and they're gonna buy. Like Corey wants to buy one, and fucking I gave you one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Okay, that makes sense.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Crazy. Nice.
How was high school for you? Like what kind of guy? Like what kind of like? Because I never went to high school. You went to Dame, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to Centennial. So like, there's like fucking, you know how high schools go, and like people like, oh, like Dame kids are fucking weird, and then Dame kids are like, well, Centennial kids are skids because we sold all the drugs, and then you guess played all the sports. And so like, what kind of guy were you in high school?
Oh,
Like,
high
what
school.
were you
I
like?
fucking I loved high school, man.
You did,
Like,
yeah?
I guess I was like the quiet guy who got along with everyone kind of guy.
Yeah.
Played sports throughout all high school. I was a hockey player, played football. Pretty much that took up all my time. Didn't really care for homework, but
Yeah. Because you played
Still-
football with Zach, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We got a fucking great team that year.
Yeah. No, you guys did. You guys went really far. So you consider yourself to be like a pretty like popular guy in high school, just because you got like not because you
Yeah.
intended to be, just because like you got along well.
Yeah,
with
I could
everybody.
I could walk in the cafeteria, sit with whatever table.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too.
Yeah.
I feel like I was kind of like that. What kind of guy were you in high
No,
school?
that was exactly me. Like I could walk in the cafeteria and kick it with everyone, but like I like kicking on my ones, and like I was like everyone would say what's good to me, but I didn't know half the people, you know what I mean, that were saying hi, like
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
to me, you know what I mean? Like
So when did you know that after high school you wanted to pursue music fully, or did you have another plan?
Not a chance. COVID kind of saved me in that way.
Mhm.
Supposed to go off to school and, for engineering in Guelph and
Audio engineering.
No, just straight
Just straight.
mechanical engineering.
Wow.
And
That's my brother. Shout out my brother. He's actually the next guest next week, and that's what he does. He's a
yeah,
mechanical engineer.
and I don't think I would have enjoyed it anyway, but because of COVID happened, I didn't feel like going and doing online courses, sitting in a dorm room all day, and took a year to defer it. Found you could actually make some money making music and sticking to it. Hopefully, just see the steady incline still
Mhm.
on the rise.
Mhm. So what are some ways that you can tell the audience that like you name all the ways that you currently make money off music?
Selling beats online, working as an audio engineer here at Prime Studios, and doing like freelance work and shit off like sites like Fiverr and Upwork.
Mhm.
You get a lot of people just need like someone to tweak their vocals or tweak their production, mix, master, whatever. We're sort of the last 5 years I've been working on getting my own sound, and
Just,
people
like,
are
mastering that.
yeah, like people are looking for that all the time. So, and there's a lot of demand right now. Not a lot of people are on the engineering side, but there's a fucking ton of people that want to make music, and I'm all here for it.
Yeah, everybody wants to be the fucking artist these days, which is like cool. I want to be the artist. I could never. I think I've said it like once before on the podcast, but like I could never do what you do because there's like my brain doesn't work like that. Like it literally took us an hour to fucking set up just the podcast. Let alone like me to learn how to fucking use autotune and shit like that. Like that's just not me. Like I know what I'm good at, and fucking I just think it's incredible to see somebody like your own music is fucking amazing.
Thank
and then
you.
on top
Appreciate
of that, you can fucking record other people's music and make it amazing, and like that's just fucking crazy. So like,
Cheers, yo.
It's yeah, and fucking like that's something I want to say to the audience is just like, there's so many ways to be involved in the music industry where like you don't have to like be the one actually singing.
No,
Or,
there's
like,
so much shit behind the scenes that like you can make money as a guy who runs to Tim Hortons for the guy who's in the studio.
literally
Like-
that. Yeah, and that's exactly that's like part of what I like about Sincerely too is like I know that like some of the like the odd jobs and shit like that are like maybe like some people would consider them stupid, but I just like giving people like a thing that they can be like excited about.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and like just be a part of, because like I don't know, if I see somebody that like is like in any way competent to any capacity, but that is like doing nothing, I'm like, well, do you want to like do something? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like that's just to say like if you want to be in the music industry, there's like a million different fucking ways to do it. So like don't back yourself into a fucking corner for like no reason, just because like, oh, I want to be the artist, like you'll just ask 3 of your friends if your songs are good, and like if they're really your friends, they'll tell you the truth. And
Yeah.
like if it's not good, it's not good. Like move on to the next thing. There's a million different fucking ways to be involved in music. You don't have to strictly record. So what are some other jobs that you worked besides the greenhouse, like on your come up to now being fucking
I was it, bro. I was there for years.
really?
Yeah.
How long?
Forever, dude. I can't even remember.
Like 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, and then before that, I was literally doing nothing, just chilling sitting at home,
Yeah.
watching movies.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I know a lot of people doing that, and then fucking they never really figure it out, which is unfortunate.
But yeah, no, I took what I was making over those years and put it all into a home studio. So that's where I've been spending most of my days recently.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, either there or here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you want to say something?
I did, and I don't remember. What
No,
I
that's
was
okay.
saying.
That's fucking cool. How do you see your future going, as like in the sense of you're an engineer and you're an artist? Which one do you like doing more?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I'd say
It's a tricky one.
it's almost, there's a rewarding feeling to being the engineer and helping someone else create something sick as fuck.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you make something on your own that's sick as fuck. You feel just as good. So it's almost like it's like a balance.
It's
you know?
close,
it's a,
but
it's
like
a teeter-totter.
the
There's
one
like
like
a,
kind of comes out on top
Yeah.
a little bit because like. I
and
feel
it's like
that.
something you can feel proud of learning a little bit. You know.
Yeah, well, absolutely. It's a legitimate like actual like. There's mechanical engineering, there's electrical engineering, and like there's audio engineering. It's like a legitimate fucking.
Yeah.
People go to school for a long fucking time to learn like what you learned. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like you know how to engineer too. How long you been engineering?
I've been engineering since like 2009.
Damn.
Since I've been making music, basically. Yeah.
Because we were at Thraxx's.
With like what Ian was saying, I like being like an engineer. I like making music for like I love making like mixing someone's song, engineering it, and like it coming out good. But like when I make a song, like there's no other feeling than like just making the song.
Yeah, I get
like,
that for sure.
myself.
So you like engineering more than you like recording?
I like it's hard for me to
If
say.
you had to pick one, if I put a gun to your head and I said I was gonna kill you,
I'm gonna make music.
you're gonna make your own
I'm
music.
gonna make my own music.
Okay, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I just want to make music for the world, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like I wanted like I don't care if it's heard, like it's gonna be there for people to listen to when I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know there's people that listen to it and help through it, and that's all it's there for, really. You know, and that's what it means the most to me.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's cool. I can relate to that feeling of because I had a really tough fucking conversation with myself where like there's only so many hours in the day, and like me being somebody who has like severe fucking OCD, I get like obsessed with everything I do to like the utmost degree. So I had to like look at myself and be like, yo, this sincere. What if I were to pick one thing and like one thing only to do if I was gonna do like sincerely or if I was gonna do my own music, I'd pick sincerely, bro. I would.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%.
Which I had to make that thought as well. Like I'm only trying to put in like an hour or not an hour, like maybe not even any time in the day for music to write
Yeah.
a song. Maybe probably not even record.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm just like I'm not worried. I'll get to the recording maybe one day, but like I'm not even tripping about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm really just focused on the sincerely shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's
That's
fucking
dedication.
It is. It's like it's. I don't know. I think in life you just have to like really like you gotta like look at yourself in the mirror and just be like honest with yourself like about like what there's like emotional and then there's like actual decisions and like if I had to make an actual decision like if I for some reason God forbid I couldn't because I love making my favorite feelings in the world are seeing my fiance's kid like look at me like when that's like the best feeling I ever felt and then like at the same level to that is like when I do a show.
Yeah.
Right? But then I think about it and I'm like, but it's all about me, you know? Like
Yeah.
the shows are all about me. Like the attention's all on me and like something about that is selfish. It is selfish.
No, but it's a fucking great feeling.
But it's a fucking
Yeah.
great it's the best drug in the world is like smashing a song in front of like 136 people
Yeah.
and then they all fucking freak out.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
and it is the best feeling, but I do draw something from sincerely that I don't get from my music because like you said, I'm giving other people a chance to be the star, and like if I was the reason why I helped somebody be a star and I wasn't, that would be good enough for me. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I don't know. I do feel that though. If I was to be able to help someone become a star, like I don't care about me being a star at the end of the day, being famous or anything. If I was able to help someone get there though, or just like help them get off their feet, like you know, and like find their way, that I mean everything.
And I don't want to get it twisted when I say fucking I do want to be the star though.
Yeah.
I really do. Like I want my music to work.
Oh, for
I
sure.
want to do sold out shows at Madison Square Garden. Like I'm still gonna try my best, but I'm gonna give myself a time frame to do it. And if it doesn't happen in that time frame, then I'm just gonna hang it up and I'm gonna be proud of what I accomplished.
For sure. That
You know
makes
what I
sense.
mean?
Yeah.
I want to ask you my favorite song, honest to God, probably one of my favorite songs I ever heard in my life. The song I played the most especially last year's, like literally in my Wrapped. It will be in this year's Spotify Wrapped. Paralyzed. You made that song. It's fucking incredible.
Appreciate that, man.
So talk to me about that song. Did you make the beat for that song?
I did not. That was one of the like 3 songs I've got out where I didn't produce it myself.
You didn't make the beat
No.
for that song.
Yeah.
Talk to me about like the thought that's fine, but talk to me about like how did Paralyzed come to be? Like where were you when you made it? Like, I want to hear the whole story. I want to hear everything.
So I recorded the demo in my basement, and it was like a freestyle kind of thing, but
Right.
like it was like a freestyle rock song, so it wasn't like rap or whatever. And I had this demo, and it was kind of okay, kind of not. And I took it to the studio in Toronto, and kind of finished the song up real quick there. And I was like, oh, I got this beat. We loaded it up, recorded it there, sounded pretty.
Yeah.
Liked it a lot better than the way it was turned out originally, and put it out. And I think it kind of went under the radar in terms of my tracks, because it was tucked away in the middle of like a 17-song album.
It was a fat album. That's your first like studio album that you put out, right?
Yeah, first drop.
First and only, right?
Yeah.
So far.
What was the album called?
It was called Up and Over, because
Up and Over.
Go stream up and over.
Bless. Yeah, because you know, like the night, the Ridire is like the knight. So on the chessboard, a knight moves up and over to make its move. So I was.
Fuck! I never even thought of that. True, that is
So
true. It's the horse.
Yeah,
It's the horse.
The horse.
Fucking A. And you recorded that song at Manic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Matt there.
With Matt. Okay. Yeah. Shout out Matt. He's a fucking very, very credited.
Very talented guy, engineer.
Yeah, very incredible. So your biggest song to date, if I'm not mistaken, is See Through?
See Through or Home. Those are the two that are going.
Or right, or Home, yeah.
Home was up to like 30K like a while back,
Yeah.
and then didn't get streamed for a very long time for whatever reason. And I think it's making its way back up to the top of my top 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to talk more about See Through because See Through is a cool song to me. You made that with your cousin?
Yeah, my cousin Gavin, Reggie, shout him out. But
shout out Reggie Z.
yeah, we were just on the way to Toronto. Another studio session at Manic. Didn't have a plan for this one at all. Just in the car, he was playing me some beats that he'd cooked up, and stumbled across this one. It was fast as fuck, like type shit. With the guitar, sounded kind of like Kid Leroy type vibes, and started mumbling a flow in the car, and you're like, oh, you know what, this is the one. And when we got there, it just kind of flowed out, like shooting line after line.
Yeah, See Through is a fucking super fun song with like a pretty like it's a good meaning behind it too. It's just like essentially saying like, you know, like I see like you're talking about a girl.
Yeah.
Maybe not a real girl. It's just like
just that girl.
Yeah, just that chick that fucking that bitch is see through. You know what I mean? Like
you see her real intentions.
Yeah, you see real intentions, and like that song.
But also you don't give a fuck, and you're still gonna turn up.
Yeah, and I remember you playing that at your first headliner at the Cavern in Welland, which was a fucking crazy show. Shout out Aiden Skira. He's fucking blowing up like crazy right now, and he opened up for you.
Yeah.
How did you meet Aiden actually?
Through Reggie.
Through Reggie.
They went to school together at Fanshawe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's super cool. And yeah, we picked him up and fucking threw him around the bar.
Oh yeah, he got crowd surfed a little bit.
Crowd surfed. If you guys want
whether he wanted to or not.
If you guys want to check out that video, that shit's on my YouTube channel, my personal Caleb Fast one. I have all the. We made a nice show reel from that. That was
dope.
That was a really cool show. Crowd, but I just remember the crowd loved See Through. It was like
yeah. It was cool because a lot of them knew the words, which was kind of shocking.
Yeah, and like I was like, holy fuck! I knew you were like you locally have a very big name.
Yeah.
And fucking, but it's the same feeling that kind of I can relate to Dirty Dancing. When people sing Dirty Dancing, I'm just like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that's fucking crazy. Do you have plans for any shows in the future?
Probably not till summer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Gonna try to get some more songs under my belt, so it's not the same set list each time.
Yeah.
So I got about, honestly, only like 2 or 3 unreleased tracks right now that are good enough to put out.
Yeah.
And those will come sometime probably after June into July.
Cause you're pretty. I think we're all pretty like strict on like what we put out. You know.
Oh yeah, now I am for sure.
Yeah.
When I started off, I wasn't. I'd create a track and instantly upload it to DistroKid to go out onto streaming platforms.
Like immediately.
Yeah, and I'd be listening to it in the car the next day. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is horrible. And delete it before it got put out. And that happened multiple times. So It's all about sitting on a track overnight at least.
At least fucking give it 24 hours and maybe send it to a couple people just
Yeah.
so they can fucking be like, oh, I don't know about this one. Or, yeah, this one's fucking tight, you know? Go ahead.
I always wait like a year or like 2 years to drop like an album or song.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
real. I always hold on to it.
Yeah,
But,
I think it's good to be selective with music. Like, I mean, fucking, you can't be putting out hot shit, you know what I mean? I just showed you a song where I was like, yo, I just fucking made this and I don't fucking like it. Like, it's bad. You know what I mean? And, like, maybe you agree, maybe you don't, but, like, me, at the end of the day, I think it's bad. On my part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, that's... Like,
so that's something you don't gotta push. You don't gotta push.
Yeah, because there's really no rush with this. The best things happen in life, period, I think, when you just least expect them to happen. And I think the best way for a fucking song to go or an album to go is just, like, make sure it's good. Like, just really fucking listen to it. Like, do you like listening to it? Like, if you have a good ear, like, you'll know, like, yeah, this one's fucking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this one's fucking bad. Yeah, I just, I don't know, I think about that a lot with my own stuff. Sometimes I think about fucking going through and just deleting that whole first, I would never do it, but I'd like just delete that whole first EP that came out. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah, I
like,
feel the same with some of my stuff that's still out there.
but it's like, it's racked up streams now, and like people know and like some of the songs that I don't like. So it's like, it's kind of hard to say one way or the other, what's going to work and what's not going to work. But, yeah.
For sure.
You got anything?
I've seen a lot of like artists actually, what we were just talking about. I've seen a lot of artists like delete their old songs and old category, like all their old songs and albums, and like a lot of like they just start getting like a fan base like right after or right before,
Yeah.
and like the fans like want to listen to these songs and they don't exist, and like
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever delete them, you know, because I know one day like I have like a lot of friends will just be like, fuck it, I'm deleting this shit, and then like a year later, 3 years later, they're like, man, I shouldn't have deleted that, and I'm like, so I think I'll just hang on to my songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shit that's out on my platforms right now, they'll be there.
Yeah.
But some of them I can't agree with that.
Yeah. Just some of the lyrics too. I like.
Oh yeah, no, like a lot of the lyrics when I was first starting was like whatever when you're freestyle fucking rapping.
But I like how you mentioned that, because I feel like a lot of people, like, I don't know, I hate to just shit on Lil Tecca like I always do, but like, he's open about the fact that everything he talks about is cap, but like what about that is like
Engaging.
why the fuck would why that, like, I want to believe that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's cool that you like acknowledge the fact that, like, yeah, some songs were just like, and some songs are like, you just, certain words rhyme and you fucking say
Yeah,
them.
and it sounds cool.
You know what I mean? And it sounds cool, and it sounds good and it does like fucking sound good on the beat. I wanted to ask how, because this is a big problem I have, because I have a big problem with balance, and I'm trying to figure out how to balance my life correctly, because I'm at like 130% all the time, and I'm having a tough time shutting it off. So how do you separate your music from like your own life, and what is something you like to do besides music?
Fuck, that's a good question. I like to just, if music isn't coming to me, and like obviously it's different when I'm engineering versus like trying to make my own songs, but in the terms of being an artist, I'll sit down, and if after 5 minutes of starting on an idea, if it's not there, I just swap it and try something else.
Swap it, like try a new beat?
Yeah, try a new beat, start, like, even if it's just a fucking guitar riff that I wrote up or something, if it's not hitting after like 5 minutes, and if I don't have like an idea of where the song's going, I just can it and start over.
Yeah.
And then outside of music, I'd say I'm pretty fucking chill. Just play video games, hang out with homies, and used to play hockey all the time. Still like to get out.
Yeah, you wouldn't consider yourself to be like a super, like, you're not really like an OCD type of guy.
No, I'm more like,
you're more relaxed. When you're
Yeah,
doing
go
one
with the
thing, you're
flow.
doing one thing, and then you're doing another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not thinking about the other thing. Yeah. Maybe I need medication. but fucking, no, that is interesting. And yeah, you've always been somebody who, like, I like talking to, because, like, I'll talk to you like my own personal shit, and you just you're always very, like, level.
yeah, no, I'm pretty easy to talk to.
Yeah.
That's how I describe myself if this was a job interview, but
Yeah. Like, I'm a pretty easygoing guy. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, Ian.
thank you.
You're a good guy. Good conversations always.
What video games you fuck with then?
Sports games.
Sports games, yeah.
Anything.
Anything? UFC guy?
I fucking suck at it, but I do
But you
grind
fuck with
the
it. You're an
career
NHL
mode.
guy.
Chell, Madden, FIFA,
Who's your team in the NHL? Like, in general?
Toronto.
Yeah, it has to be. Has to be. People are gonna
You
start
know
fucking
what?
dropping.
Some big
I've
fucking.
always been a Habs fan. You know
Oof,
what I'm
that's a
saying?
little rough.
I went to the,
We all got our
the
faults.
Toronto-
We all got our
games,
faults.
but I like the Habs.
See, I
lucky
don't give
you're lucky as hockey because other sports you show up like in the away team and you're gonna get stabbed. You show up to a Bills game in a Raiders shirt or some shit, you're getting stabbed.
yeah, dead ass serious. These hockey guys take this shit really fucking seriously. It's almost like they play for the team, but they don't.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Me personally, I've just like never been a hockey guy, but now I get older and like the more I watch it, I'm like, oh, I kind of understand it. It's kind of like UFC on skates with like a purpose other than beating the fuck out of each other, but it does happen.
Yeah.
I've never been a hockey guy really either. More like basketball or like UFC or something, you know, like. But hockey, like, yeah, like getting older, I feel that, man. Like I'll watch it a little more often.
I don't know. I just genuinely like it more. So you mentioned you used to play football.
I was no good at that, but yeah, I did play.
You weren't good at football.
No, I was alright. I was like the rotational guy. Played
Okay.
Special teams and.
So you knew after high school like that was a wrap.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as it was grade 12, I was like, yeah, that's my last year.
Yeah.
Because I dislocated my shoulder in
Damn.
grade 11, and that took a fucking long time to rehab. And I was like, you know what, I'll play football again in grade 12 because I'm not going to play after high school. If I fuck it up again, I'll let it heal properly this time.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years as an artist, and then where do you see yourself in 5 years as an engineer? And do you think you'll still be able to do both?
That's a question that I have no answer to be honest.
Yeah.
I can only hope that as an artist I keep progressing, and even if it's gradually still increasing amount of fans monthly, yearly, really no end goal in that. I do that for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then engineer wise, you know, get a few more credits, build some more credibility, and then hopefully get some big offers in that field.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And just keep progress. Like, yeah,
steady, slow and steady, because you know you can't race.
that's nice to see somebody like that, man. That's why me and you are really fucking good friends, because we're just like fucking. That's why it's same thing as me and my fiance. That's why I'm marrying her, because like we're just the fucking opposite. You know what I mean? Like there's like she's just like the yin to my yang, and like you as a friend, you're like the yin to my yang, because like fucking. And I can see it in your face when you say it. You're just like, I just like to do it.
Yeah.
And like me, it's just like, there's no like here. There is no like involved. It
This
must
is a
happen.
need.
It fucking will happen. And that's good to a degree. But like I said, like I'm somebody who needs these like level-headed people to chill me the fuck out. My career has rapidly increased faster than most would in a year.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's because I take it to an unhealthy level.
You're pushing in the gas all
Do you know
day,
what I mean?
every
Like
day.
the fucking thing is floored. Like it's floored. And like, I got to a point the other day where like I literally snapped out on my girl for no fucking reason. She said something to me completely normal. Okay, we're laying on the couch and I'm fucking fighting falling asleep so I can spend time with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we're literally getting married. We're gonna spend the rest of our lives together. Why don't you go to bed? So she said once, hey, do you want to go to bed? And I was like, I refuse. That's literally what I said. Like, that's not normal, bro. I literally said, I refuse. And then she goes, okay. And so we keep watching the movie, which I'm literally, like, my brain isn't even connecting to what the fuck I'm seeing because I'm so exhausted. And she said again, because I fell asleep half again, and she goes, hey, do you want to go to bed? And I said, nope, I want to stay up. And so by the third time, she said, dude, like she didn't say it like this, but she said, I'm literally staring at the wall. And like when she said I'm literally staring at the wall, for some reason my PTSD from my fucking ex-girlfriend of 4 years kicked in, and I thought to myself like she's dissing me, blah blah blah. So I freaked out on her and I'm like, I'm not your fucking roommate, and blah blah blah. And then I left her house, went all the way back to Welland from St. Catharines, sat in my dark room, started editing a video at 2:30 in the morning, and then my brain just went, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're not like, you're literally like, so you just snapped it. So anyways, to make a long story short, I went back, apologized to her. We're fine. Human beings do make mistakes, but like literally like, that's what I was saying. That's why I said in the Sincerely group chat today, like I gave everybody like a whole like list of exactly what I need. Yeah. Because like that way it can take some of the strain off of like me. Because everybody in Sincerely does do like a really good job at doing what they're doing, but like they're also not really like properly instructed on what to do. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel like really.
Yeah, that happens in any environment.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll have people fucking at like let's say a retail job, walking around the floor cluelessly because they weren't told exactly what to do.
And they're
but
still-
they make a way to do it.
they're
They
still
find a
trying
way
to
do
help.
it, Yeah.
Like they're still so
like
they'll
everyone's
like
gotta-
pick up a shirt and like fold it and put it down,
Yeah.
and then they'll like straighten this thing out, and then the customer walks in and they go hi,
Sweeping up nothing.
and yeah, they're like sweeping, yeah, literally, yeah. And so I just said in the group chat today, this is what I need, because what I need to start doing, me as a human, is the main thing is sleeping.
Yeah, for real.
Is it? Are you a good
Sleep's
sleeper?
Massive. Yeah, I sleep like 9-10 hours a night.
Yeah, like a normal human being
Yeah.
amount. Yeah, because my
We both don't sleep, you know. Like,
well, you sleep, but you sleep at odd times.
I sleep at odd times.
Well, like,
Not
I
odd,
would-
odd, but like I fall asleep late and sleep until like 4 p.m. sometimes.
until like this like past month, I've been like sleeping like every 2 days, every 3 days, so I can push out the most of days. You know what I mean? I try and get more than 24 hours every day, and
That's
it doesn't
wild.
work out. I
That's
can't do that
wild.
anymore.
I don't
Like,
think that's
but, like-
healthy, bro.
But like no, but like I've always been doing so much where like there was no other time.
and that's
And
what.
it's like I figured it out. I figured out this. I have a proper schedule. I'm sleeping like 6 hours a night,
Atta
See,
boy.
that's
but like
That's proper.
and I'm waking up, going to sleep pretty much the same time. Waking up at 8 a.m. every night, like going to sleep at 3. But like
Kids, drink your fucking water. Get like at least 6 hours of sleep. Say a fucking prayer before you go to bed. Like there's a couple, you know, there's a couple things to do. That's why me and Nick though are like assassins as business partners, because we're not ordinary human beings. There's something that ain't adding up in our fucking brains, and like that's why we're like a monster fucking duo. I feel like.
Yeah, for real. But yo, you're definitely like a yin to my yang too, bro. Like I'm pretty chill, and sometimes I need you to like your energy.
Yeah.
I need you to fucking bring me
I
up.
go, hey,
Yeah, and
we're trying to fucking do something here.
I need that, man. I need that sometimes, for real.
Oh my god. So, okay, reminds me. So you said that you were gonna go to school to be a normal engineer,
Yeah.
and then I remember we started talking, and then we became friends, and you said, "Hey, I might be leaving for," and this made me sad. And I obviously
Yeah,
said,
no, I was supposed to go to school for audio engineering in Montreal.
right.
Checked out the school. It was gross.
Yeah, which
Like-
school was it?
RAC.
RAC. Yeah, exactly.
No
So-
hate.
No,
but
it's no hate. It's no disrespect.
but,
we
like,
just like we
went
just,
for the tour and everything was covered in dust. The chairs were broken, outdated computers. So I was like, nah,
So you said, "Fuck
not
that."
taking my money.
Yeah, fuck that. And then you just said, because that's what I said to you.
And now I feel like being in here, you learn more on the fly than I think you could be taught.
Exactly. The best way to learn something is to just fucking do it. Like this podcast, I'm not gonna lie. So far, it's a fucking disaster. Okay. Like I don't know how to set any of this shit up. We just blew a mic. It's literally sitting fucking right there. I just blew that because it's a piece of shit apparently. And fucking. But the reality is like I'm not the type of person. You're not the type of person where I'm gonna sit there and YouTube perfect. And God bless the people who do it properly because they're fucking extraordinary. But I'm not the type of person to sit there and be like, how to run a podcast.
No,
You know what I mean? Like,
because then you get caught watching a YouTube video of some guy who's in a fucking suit and tie pointing at a board, and it's just not interesting.
Yeah, and it's like my brain just doesn't retain information that way.
No.
You can tell me one thing, like this is exactly like Corey told me exactly how to set this up, and I still fuck it up. I still fuck it up. But the point of what I'm trying to say is like, I think that me personally, I think the best way to learn something is just do it on the fly. When I first started cutting hair, I cut my own hair.
Yeah.
Like I watched one video, and I was like, okay, sure. And then I just began.
You start with one of those like those like
How to
Walmart
That's
walls.
so dope, man. Honestly, that's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how that happened. But back to you. I want to ask you about the beats you make. So you started making beats in grade 9 too?
Yeah, they were terrible,
They were terrible.
but yeah.
Because they're phenomenal now.
No, I'd be pretty happy if I got one of my beats to rap on or sing on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I.
And that's not that sounded fucking arrogant, but that's
That's not arrogant. That's not arrogant. That's pure facts. And I want to say right now, the songs that I have that you've produced entirely the beat for, there's a couple. Let's think about them for a second. Which ones are they?
Fuck, I came across one on there that we didn't finish, and I can't remember what that was called.
Fuck. There was.
No, there's a few.
there's
At
like
least two.
There's at least two.
There's the one with the guitars and live drums. That's all I can remember.
Oh yeah. Oh, barely getting by. I think you made the beat for that one
I
entirely.
may have.
Yeah, barely getting. No,
I don't think I recorded that one actually.
I've been trying to remember. I've been trying to. Either way, it's not super important, but
Yeah, there's a few. There's a couple at least.
the thing I was gonna ask you is how much money roughly, if you feel like comfortable saying it, do you think you've made so far selling beats?
Fucking barely anything.
Really, barely anything
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
But you have had
I've
some
had sales and whatnot.
on
Yeah.
BeatStars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just nice to get the sale. Like, doesn't happen often.
Just-
When
just to get
when you get the
anything.
notification that pops up,
Like-
sale, it's like, oh, sick! I got an extra.
Do you find
this-
people buy like just like the ones that we buy normally, like the $30?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the standard license?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever bought an exclusive yet?
No.
Wow.
I got
you
the
could be
price up.
first
Got
one.
the price up for those that are like 600 right now.
Well, yeah, and that's a fair price. By the way, that's a fair price. You guys probably don't understand. Explain what it means to buy the exclusive rights. to
Yeah,
your
so
song.
you have your different tiers of beat licenses online, and you can you record a song, it's sick. You want the beat, you can go find the producers, BeatStars or whatever they sell it on, and buy their MP3 or WAV license for $30. I'd say is an average price.
There's limits on it.
But there's limits on it, and anyone else can also come and buy that beat.
Exactly. Like
Whereas the exclusive, you buy it, you own it.
you own it. They take it
No
off.
one, yeah,
BeatStars.
gets
They
taken
take
off
it
the
off,
site.
and on YouTube it says sold.
No one else can use that beat. It's now yours. You can make a song on it.
Anybody that uses it, you
Push
can sue
it.
them now.
Unlimited amount of streams, unlimited amount of videos, concert plays.
Yeah. Like for example, fucking like Dirty Dancing, Heath Stone made it. We connected on Instagram after. Well, actually, I sent him. I found Heath Stone on Instagram. I sent him the song. And he's like, "This is hard. Like this is fucking dope." But you know what's crazy is I walk into the barbershop the other day. I go, "Hey Google, play some music." I swear, right-handed God strike me dead. The song comes on. I thought YouTube Music picked my song, Dirty Dancing, because it was the intro beat, and it's like a long kind of drawn out. It's like
It was the same beat.
bro,
but a
it
different-
was the same beat with like
Damn.
I don't even know, like Chef G used it or some shit. Bro, deadass, but he didn't buy. He didn't buy the exclusive. No, and you know what's crazy is now that we're talking about that, the Lovers in a Past Life beat.
That beat did get snagged.
That beat got snagged, but we were smart because that night that we made the beat, we knew. Okay, this is important for artists. If you think you have something with a
Buy
beat,
the license.
buy the fucking standard license. It's $30. It's literally $30. If you don't have $30 to buy it, you shouldn't be making music. Like,
Buy mine. They're 21.
yeah, buy his first because they're 21. But like, dude, I was Party, like, shout out Party Alone because he is a pretty dope artist. I don't really fuck with the devilish shit at all, but that's okay. One of his new songs is the Lovers in the Past Life beat.
Yeah.
But just know we said it here first. We found because remember I snapped. You remember I called you that day and I was like, "Did you buy? We bought the fucking license, right? Blah blah blah." Because like Party Alone just.
I'd assume that means that we're good, but I'm not sure.
No, we are good
because it's not out yet.
No, we are good though.
Yeah.
100%. Because like that's how it works. It's a timeline of events.
Yeah.
Anybody up to the timeline of that exclusive being bought.
Even if it's
Fair game.
Even if we had to, dude, take 10 minutes and we could make the beat again.
Yeah, it's facts. Yeah, that's the other thing. Ian's such a good fucking engineer that like we've literally listened to fucking beats and like this man could just like remake it, which is like fucking.
That's so crazy.
That's like crazy. That's like a chef looking at a dish and just being like, "Yeah, I can fucking make this shit better." And like the chances are to be better. You know what I mean?
That looks cool, but I could make it look cooler.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking. How about your family life growing up? Like, what was it like growing up for you? Like, did you have a good childhood growing up?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, no complaints there. Family vacations every so
What
often.
does your family do? Like, what is your?
Oh, pretty chill. My
Yeah.
parents both work in education,
Yeah.
and my sister's at school doing
Shout out
whatever
Sadie.
she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What is she taking in school?
sociology.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's dope. So yeah, so normal
Yeah.
home life growing up. The thing that amazes me and surprises me about you is that getting to know you and like you as an artist is like two completely different fucking things.
Oh yeah, I come out of my shell a little more when I'm behind the microphone.
And like you're like comfortable now and you're out of your shell, but that's just because like we know each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'll take a couple cracks of the egg to get through to me, but
Yeah. And like
not
that's
to me, but from me.
Yeah, and that's like, it just amazes me because like, I would have never guessed you to be the type. Like after knowing you, I would have never guessed you to be the type. Like it's pretty odd if you look at me. Like I'm either a drug dealer or I make music. There's no in between, and I'm not a fucking drug dealer. So like I think it's cool to like see somebody. It just goes to it speaks on your character because it's like you're just good at separating the two.
Yeah.
And like I don't.
That's
get
one of the
that.
reasons because I first started releasing music under my like government name, and I just felt like I had to separate that from myself because there's some shit I feel is easier to say that's not directly linked to me, even though it is.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it's like you have two different pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
Like, remember how we fucking did? Were you here for the podcast where I had the business shoes and the? Yeah, you were. It was the fucking.
Corey?
Yeah, it was the Corey podcast, right? Where I was holding the shoes up. What was it? No, that was me and Cody. That was me and Cody. Yeah. And we got to reshoot that, so you guys will never actually see that. So sorry about that, but fucking. I don't know. I think it just speaks on your character, and yeah, like it is cool. I'd like to. I don't even think I'd like to learn how to do that because it doesn't work for me. But I think it's cool to see somebody who does work for it. So you actually, your first merch drop was super hard.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody what that's called, like your brand?
Yeah, so I called it Dire Mind, and honestly, it was just because Dire's the last 4 letters of my stage name, and
Yeah.
you come up with some pretty cool graphics to go along with
It was
it.
fucking sick. Like, how did you? Everybody
Yeah,
go
I
follow
found-
Dire Mind on Instagram too. DIRE.
I ain't been on that account in like months, but yeah.
Well, yeah,
there's
you'll still probably use it at some point.
Yeah, and if anyone needs freelance work or you need something done for you that you don't know how to do yourself, you can hop on Fiverr or one of those sites. Paid this guy, it was like $40 only or something.
You hopped on Fiverr and then you were like, "Yo, I need dope design."
I need a dope design that'll go on a t-shirt or a hoodie. And this guy comes back with a fully colored, digitally animated front and back of a t-shirt, and it was sick. There's like trees and a brain and a horse and shit.
No, and that's what I mean. Like, yo, this shit's like fucking crazy. And there was like a
Different
whole
colorways
sweatsuit
and
that one,
everything,
wasn't
yeah.
there?
Oh yeah, some of them I did design myself. There's crazy shit up there.
Do you still have any of those?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I don't have any
sweatsuits?
personally like on me.
No, I know.
But like on the website, there's.
Oh, you
so
can
it's,
order them.
It's drop shipped, yeah.
Oh fuck! You gotta show me how to do that, cause
That's what I've been saying, bro. For sincerely, I've been saying we should do like drop shipping with like clothing, cause you could literally make the design and then just have it for sale. Someone buys it, and then
Yeah, and then you don't get
you make
you don't
it
have
up.
to you don't have to make any you don't have, like it costs nothing.
Yeah.
So
damn. Okay, fuck. See, I don't know. I like using Press Time because they're from Welland and they're fucking savages. Like I'll
is that this?
yeah.
Yeah, no, these are sick.
And they're super good quality. They print on Gildan, which like I'm sure you can get them. They'll print on whatever you want. Like if I
Yeah.
said print on Champion, they'll print on Champion. But how was the quality? Did you find of the dropship?
Oh, they were fucking sick. It's all like screen printed right into this fabric.
Like proper. It ain't no fucking.
Yeah.
Isn't that iron on shit? Hey, by the way, that iron on shit don't fucking fly no more. Don't do that. Yeah, I don't like that. You
Like
know
the
what I
stuff
mean?
that peels off.
Yeah, like that shit that cracks.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that. Like this sincerely shirt. Like that shit's never gonna like. Realistically, like okay, over time it will fade, but it should always look like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's super fucking dope. Are you're not you yourself though? You're not really into fashion at all?
Nope.
You
I'm gonna
wouldn't
show up
say?
with my white t-shirts,
Yeah.
and pair of pants and shoes.
He's a fucking humble guy, ladies and gentlemen. Like he just chills and like I love that. Like it's why he's a fucking good friend, you know what I mean? Like fucking like you know, like back to the balance thing.
Yeah.
Man's balanced like a fucking teeter-totter with two fucking heavy kids on there, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
You're not you were never really much of a party animal either, were you?
Hell no.
No.
No, I'll do my once in a while, go out, have a
Have
little
some
too much to
beers.
drink, and
Yeah.
then that's as much as I party.
Yeah, which is super cool too to see somebody in the industry who's essentially sober, who does like a very normal, probably even below average amount of drinking, which is very like commendable to see. Yeah, I mean I'm really happy with like this interview so far. Like, did you have anything you wanted to add to this?
Oh yeah, actually, thank you. So Ridire, what is your like? Who is one of your most like your biggest influences? Like, who would be one of your favorite artists? Let's say.
Yeah, that's great. When I started, it would have been right around the time before or right around Lil Peep's come up.
Yeah.
And I feel like at that time, dude, no one was making anything like
Rest in peace.
yeah, no one was making anything like metal infused rap or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it transitioned into like less of that like dark melancholic feel, and I started listening to more upbeat stuff, like the Justin Bieber-esque stuff. Not
Yeah.
necessarily Biebs, but shout out Bieber's fire. But like that vibe of
Like
Kid
melodic
Laroi.
pop.
yeah,
just
melodic pop, melodic hip hop, and then those guys like Juice and Leroy.
Yeah.
Kinda.
You're like a better Leroy for real.
Yo, that's
No, on a real.
Bless,
on a real.
I
bless.
don't even fucking like the Kid Laroi. Don't even fucking relate him to Kid Laroi. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah, no.
honestly, yeah. Fucking, I'll be real. I don't really like the whole, like, I'm Christian. Like, I don't fuck with this whole devil thing, bro. I fucking hate it. It's such a big part of the music industry. I don't know what the fucking deal is.
Like Uzi with the fucking...
With the Uzi, with the we're all going to hell, and the fucking, the Kid Laroi was... The Kid Laroi was cool. I fucked with the Kid Laroi heavy when he dropped Go with Juice WRLD, and that cover art was dope. That cover art, that, like, anime type style thing, that was tight. And then he drops his studio album, and of course he's got his fucking devil horn sticking out of his fuck. I don't like that shit, man. I'll never ever put a fucking artist on here that talks like that. Straight up. No. So if you ever want to fucking come on Sincerely and you want to have a fucking interview, make sure you don't have that shit in your music, because I'll find it, man. I won't fuck with you. I hate that shit. It bothers the fuck. I had to add that. It bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I don't need that energy, dude.
Definitely bothers me too, because it's like there's so much evil here in the music business. It's like how, like, a lot of people have a very, very hard time of getting away from it, and like they'll say, "Oh, I won't," but when it comes down to it, they sign, like, whatever it is, they make that deal.
Yeah, it's fucking lame, bro. It's fucking stupid. I'd rather be a fucking nobody for the rest of my life than ever do some fucking lame shit like that. And I genuinely think that there's good and there's evil in the world. Why the fuck does there have to be so much, like, there's already so much bad shit that happens, bro, all the time. Like,
why do you got to promote it? You have a platform.
Why do you have to promote it? And that's the thing that too, where I looked at myself and I go, like, I don't know. It's a little harder. It's a little easier said than done to be like, okay, I'm not going to talk about drugs in my music.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the word bitch. Actually, that's easy.
Percocet just rhymes with something.
Percocet just rhymes with fucking I'm on the set with a Yeah, it's just like...
I mean, I wouldn't say that in any of my tracks.
Going forward. Yeah, you don't fuck with drugs. You don't talk about drugs. It's like, I do...
But, like, at the same time, that rhymes sometimes, man. And it'll come out on a freestyle or something, and it's hard.
There's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that either. I just think that, like...
I just don't like when it's, like, someone's whole catalog is pushing it on kids. Like,
yeah, it's fucking lame,
I sip lean, I inject meth into my neck.
Yeah, it's just, like... it's so stupid. We got people dying on the street here, bro. Like, especially where I'm from. Especially where I grew up, bro. Like, one thing I was saying, too, the other day is I was like, yo, like, I want to fucking... Eventually, my goal with Sincerely is to start a rehab center where... I don't make any money from it, because rehabs make a lot of fucking money, bro.
Yeah,
they're like money. They're like money fucking like that. You want to make a lot of money? You want to be a piece of shit? Go open a rehab, because fucking
charge fucking $40,000 for
charge $40,000 to go help somebody and
feed them drugs.
And it's stupid, because like that shouldn't be what rehabs do, bro. That they should be non for profit.
For sure.
They absolutely should be. And I get people have to make their money and like. To a degree, yeah, you have to, but like some of these guys are fucking cashing in big time on that shit. Yeah. Do you have any business ventures you would ever? Because that's one I wanted to do, but I'd run it in a way where like I swear to God strike me dead if I do it wrong. All the people that work there get paid fairly.
Yeah.
So that goes into how much it costs to go, and then to keep the building open, that's how much it costs to go, and that's it, bro. Don't put $1 in it. I don't want a fucking dollar, because that's not what I'm here for. What are some? Do you have ever thought of any business ventures outside of music that you'd like? Thank you, bro. That you'd invest your time / money into when you get to that point? Like, do you have anything you think about, like gas stations or fucking car washes or
honestly
maybe
no
just property?
Yeah, like only thing I could think of would be like a music store, like an equipment shop or gear shop,
like a Long and McQuade style.
Yeah, like a little local version,
like a fucking Central Music.
Yeah,
like in Welland.
Shout out Central Music.
Yeah, in Welland we have a place called Central Music. Fucking, it's been
around forever.
Like
I took guitar lessons there when I was like 5.
Yeah, it's been fucking on the east side forever. That's a fucking staple in Welland. So yeah, that's pretty cool to hear. What's your favorite food, bro? Stop playing with me.
Throw me a slice of that.
He's a simple man. A little, like a little pizza.
A little pizza, maybe.
What's your background? Like your fucking, like your, yeah.
So I'm.
What makes you white?
Little Scotsman, little Scottish in me in English.
That's why he likes it. He does enjoy his drinks when he does drink.
Oh yeah.
Like as you should.
Yeah.
As you fucking should. See me, I got a little native in me, and like I can say this because I do have native in my blood. That I should stay the fuck away from all substances, bro, because it just don't work. It just like.
That's been. I have a little native in me too, and that's just been how it goes with life. I'm just like stay away from it all, you know. Yeah. I only have a drink if I'm with everyone, and like I'm at the bar for like an hour, you know. I don't drink. The
last thing I think I'd ever want to see in life is Thraxxx blacked out drunk, because I feel like you would be a fucking nightmare, dude. No, I feel like even just one time, like There's certain people that can just like black out and be normal and like have a great time, and then there's like some people who are just like, holy fuck, you're a danger to yourself and everybody around you, man. Like it's fucking brutal.
Yeah, I don't think I've been blacked out maybe one time in my life, and I don't plan on going back.
Yeah,
I say that and then it happens.
yeah, but when it happens to you, it happens in like a funny way where it's like you don't try to fight people, you don't do anything fucking
if that was me, I don't think I'd be
No, you wouldn't.
partaking in such
No.
activities.
No, I don't think so. What's the situation with the ladies right now? Single, married?
Single
Single?
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, single as a Pringle.
What
It's
happened-
at Ridiremind. RIDIREMIND.
So you're single, so that means you're still a father though. So you're a single father.
Yeah, no, I do still own
Yeah.
the T-shirt, which
Yeah.
I think by law requires me to be acknowledged as a father.
So who's your favorite? Because my favorite,
I don't know.
my
I think
favorite child is Marlene, bro.
probably Cole.
Yo, I'm gonna cut to a clip real quick of the fucking Park Bar episode.
I
which
do,
is-
yeah. I got a great T-shirt, and that by law requires you to call me a father.
Marlene.
He's also a father because he's a son to a lot of these bitches. You know what I mean? Or no, he's a father
what?
because he's a father to a lot of these little boys out here. You know what I mean? That act a fool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's incredible. I'm gonna cut to a little clip of that fucking park. That Park Bar. Hold on. That Park Bar episode was like the first one that organically actually hit hard.
Yeah.
Like it got like, I know this doesn't sound crazy because now eventually the channel will have millions of views, but it did like 100 views overnight, and I was like, damn, like we got one. You know what I mean? Like we fucking got
That was a
one.
good one though. Like I really enjoyed that. I forgot about it. So like when you
Dude,
put
I
it
don't
out, I
remember
was
that
like,
night.
oh man, that's crazy. That was a good night.
Yeah, fucking had to do a little bit of editing of that episode there, but that's sincerely in a nutshell. Like I mean, we want to provide the rawest, most genuine, loving experience for everybody, but while still protecting people's personal lives, right? Because
Yeah.
that at the end of the day is important to me too. Like at the end of the day, everybody goes home and fucking goes to bed. Most of us. Some of us struggle to go to bed, but
Like, if you're Thraxxx, you might be up another couple days.
yeah.
I might be trying to push fucking 40 hours, but
But seriously though, like really, really on that note, and I'm gonna ask one more question, then we're done. But I just want to say to like the kids watching and stuff like that, there is a way to like do, and there's a lot of kids that do have like OCD. Like I don't think I have it diagnosed, but I know for sure I have it. Like if I were to go to a doctor, they'd be like, yeah, you 100% have it. There's a way to like fucking, if you have OCD, there is a way to work with it. And not let it consume you, and you don't have to take drugs to like work with it. One thing that I'm just gonna say right now that helps me is if I say, for example, tonight, like I'm going back to my fiance's house to sleep, and like this was my thing that I said in my head tonight. Like, okay, tonight after work, I'm gonna go to Prime. I'm gonna film the podcast with you. I'm gonna get the rest of the shit from my apartment, and then when I get to Riley's later, it's gonna be late, but I'm gonna be done for the day.
Yeah.
But like if I don't tell myself that, like I'll be on my phone like doing like little things, like
Yeah.
I'll be like replying to messages and stuff. Honestly, guys, I've accepted the fact that give yourself an allotted time in the day to be a psycho and do a million things. That's what I did. So
Oh
I said,
yeah, that makes complete sense.
yeah, because I said to myself, I was like, okay, at work, and I manage a barbershop, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. So if I'm not cutting hair, I'm not getting paid. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I said, okay, at work, I'll act like a maniac. I'll post on all the accounts. I'll post as many TikToks as I can. I'll edit this Matt Genesis episode, blah, 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 all day. And then when I'm done work, I'll pick one thing in the night to do, and then I'm going to leave it at that. Because, like, it's better to run at 100% of the time than, as I'm talking like efficiency and like the actual quality of the work you're getting done, than it is to like, for me for the last 2 months, I've been running at 200%, and like my efficiency's still been there because I'm a nut, but
it does eventually burn you out.
it does eventually burn you out, and it's gonna take you longer to come back from the burnout than it would to just like slow down a little bit and just create like a
For sure.
sustainable like work environment for yourself. So that's something that like I've had to come to terms to, and I'm slowly working to correct. Now, I wanted to ask you one question. That last question, I always like to make it not really like music related at all. So if there was a kid watching this right now who is just having a tough time, needs to get his mind off life, what is
I just sorry. I know. I think you're like. What would you tell a kid?
yeah.
you're good, bro.
Yeah.
You take a deep breath, because a lot of shit can happen, and a lot of shit can't happen, and you can't control all of it. So it's way easier said than done, but you can't stress over stuff you can't control.
Yeah. And that's... Yeah, go ahead.
Try and find the positive to every negative, because that's what I do
Yeah.
with I've had to do with my life, and it's helped me out tremendously.
Yeah, and you have a fucked up life.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a fucked up life.
Yeah.
And you may have had a good life, but that doesn't mean that certain parts of it weren't fucked up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Human beings.
Yeah.
Human beings, and I've had beautiful parts of my life too. I've had, honestly, yeah, it's like it's almost even, but I've had many beautiful parts of my life that I'm, like, I just got engaged on Valentine's Day. It's the I'm very excited. You know what I mean? Like, that's the most beautiful thing that's ever happened to me. Fuck music. Thank you, brother. Thank you for real.
Bro.
But fuck music and fuck everything at the end of the day, because like I knew that if at age of 70, like I sit in a dark room, I guarantee you I could have the Grammys and I could win the fucking all the shit. I know in my head I could do that. But if there's no one there to share it with, there's like if my cleaner lady leaves and fucking it's just me sitting there, I don't want to be sad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna suck. It's gonna make me feel empty. So I like what you said. Like, just breathe. Especially, like, I just share a technique too that helps with OCD, or when you're feeling like super stressed. This is what you should do. You should go exactly like this: through your nose twice, out your mouth like this. And then do that 3 times. And if you do that 3 times, it resets your nervous system. So if you're super high strung, like me, and you just need a second to breathe, man, just literally, he's being serious. Like, just breathe. And that last part you said, and this, I'll leave it on this. Actually, the shirt that I bought off you that I love, that I wear all the time, and the reason why I bought it is because of what it said on it. It said, and I don't want to fuck this up. I'm just gonna think about it for a second. It's like, if it's out of your control, why is it in your mind?
Yeah, it's along those lines, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so the shirt basically said, like, if it's out of your hands,
Why is it in your if it's out of your hands, keep it out of your mind, or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, keep it out of your mind. And that really is important to really think about it. There's very few things in life we can control. All we can really control is the way we react to those things.
Yeah, you control your next second at a time. That's all you can.
And that's it. And thank God every day that you fucking woke up, bro, because it could be a hell of a lot worse. I have not had a bad life compared to half the fucking people on this planet,
Yeah.
bro. My mom did her best. Everybody did their best.
Bro.
Same with you. Same thing goes with you.
Like,
There's yeah.
I've had a shitty life, but I've had life has been such a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, no matter any of the bullshit that happens, it can't take away from the fact that it's a life, and like life is a beautiful thing in its own, like it's in itself.
Yeah, you got a chance, yo. It's not that serious. It's really not.
Yeah.
Chances are it's really not that serious. Maybe it is, but remember, it could be worse, and just try to be grateful. With that, I'm gonna say, yo, thank you so much. Fucking, this is
For
your
sure,
first
dude.
actual interview.
Happy to be out here.
What's that?
Happy to be here.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
We're happy to have you, man.
Thanks, sir.
I know you're my friend, and fucking, but it is an honor to sit down with you for your first interview, because I know where your career is gonna go. And,
Appreciate you saying that, bro.
It means a lot for you to come on here. So with that, drink water, find God, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay.
Gang.
Pretty good. Like it?
Pretty solid. How do you feel about it?
I feel like it was great.
I feel like it was great.
Thank you, bro. Super fucking sick. That was a fucking sick episode. Like
I
that.
know.
See how it's like the organic
Yeah.
shit? Like, it flows a lot.